Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn what is machine learning. Machine learning is the application of artificial intelligence techniques and in which the system gets ability to learn itself and the system can improve itself. What does it mean? What does machine means in machine learning? In machine learning, machine is nothing but your computer, the internet which you are using. So, how can we say that machine has ability to learn itself and it can improve upon its learning? So, let us take some example. Google self-driving car, Tesla, they have invented it. So, how this self-driving car captures the data? It captures the data from environment. So, which car is nearer to it, which car is away from it, and on the basis of the distance between two cars, it takes certain decision to speed up the car, to slower down the speed of the car, to take left or right. So, all the decisions a car can take itself after gathering data from the environment, and there is no need to have a driver in the car itself. Fine. So, this is how machine learning techniques helps us in creating self-driving car. So, what are the different types of machine learning? So, there are three types of machine learning. Number one, supervised machine learning. Number two, unsupervised learning. And number three, reinforced machine learning. So, first of all, let us talk about supervised machine learning. So, supervised machine learning, we have the data available with us. We know the data which are our dependent variable and which are our independent variable. For example, if you want to predict which kind of customers or who is the customer going to default if we will sanction them bank loan. So supervised machine learning techniques are widely used in banking and insurance industry. So how it works in banking industry? So we know the credit data of the customers, we know the income level of the customers, we know the number of dependents on customers. So when we are having history of credit of our customer, then we can run logistic regression in banking industry on the data of customer. So what is the process of supervised learning? So if you have 1 lakh customer with your bank and you have all the data, the profile of the customer with you, what you will do? Out of 1 lakh customer, 70,000 customers will be chosen by you, and that data set is known as training data sets. So you will train your logistic regression algorithm on 70,000 data sets, and if you are able to predict with an accuracy rate of 90%, then you can say that the training data sets is valid for 90% level of accuracy. And if you are confident about your logistic regression model on 70% training data set, then on remaining 30% of data set you can run the same algorithm and you can predict who is going to default out of that 30% of your customer. So this is application of supervised learning into banking industry. And in a similar way, in insurance industry you can apply this logistic regression, that who will buy your policy, they will buy or not buy, they will default or not default. So when you want to give answer of a question which are dichotomous, yes or no kind of answer you want to give in banking and insurance industry, then you should use logistic regression as a machine learning techniques. So you will develop your algorithm on training data set, and that same algorithm will be used on testing data set, and bank manager and insurance industry managers, they can take crucial decisions, and they can save crores of rupees of bank and insurance company, right? So in supervised machine learning, we know the outcome, we know the data set, or you can say that the response variable, the dependent variable is known as response variable, and it is labeled as yes or no kind of output. So we can take certain decision using machine learning algorithm, supervised machine learning algorithm in banking and insurance industry. And Bank of Baroda, they are widely using simple regression, multiple regression and logistic regressions in their bank. We have classification algorithm also, classification tree. Classification tree is also a kind of supervised machine learning techniques. And if you want to take a crucial decision about your placement, for example, which kind of employer will be best suited for you, for example, the person or the company who can give you maximum salary, the person or the company who can offer you all other benefits like bonus, gratuity, then paid holiday, who can give you incentives. So if you want to choose the best employer for you, so you have to take various decisions, and you have to select out of number of employers. So decision tree is such a algorithm which can help you out in taking crucial decision related to your employment. And similar way, which kind of products will be offered with best possible combination of offers, what kind of supplier will be the best supplier for you. Using decision tree algorithm, you can take crucial business decision. Now enough examples we have seen as far as supervised machine learning algorithms are concerned. Now let us talk about unsupervised machine learning. So what is unsupervised machine learning techniques? So in unsupervised machine learning techniques, we do not know the outcome variable, right? So the difference between supervised and unsupervised is that in supervised machine learning technique, we are aware of the output variable, but in unsupervised learning, we do not know the outcome variable, our dependent variable. So in unsupervised learning technique, what we are trying to do? We are trying to find out the underlying pattern in the data. For example, what kind of customers will come on the Amazon web portal and they will buy books from the portal? So we know that those who are academician, those who are student, okay, those who are in the academic world, they will come on the Amazon portal and they will buy books and journals. But those who are industrial clients, they may come and buy their raw material. So if you want to do market segmentation, then you can use unsupervised learning, and that is known as k-means clustering. Now how does k-means clustering algorithm works? K nearest neighborhood, we also know it as k nearest neighborhood. So the customers or the consumers who are coming online and buying online products, and if they are having similar characteristics of buying, then those similar characteristics can be identified using k-means clustering. So the code of k-means clustering can be written in R software. The code of k-means clustering can be written in Python also. And then we can find out the underlying pattern of the data. Suppose you want to define a strategy, what kind of offers of discount you can put on the website. So for that, you need to find out the pattern of the customers who are always opting discount offers while buying stuff online. So when you know the nature or the characteristics of consumer who are buying online, you can bundle your product accordingly and you can display it online, because k-means clustering helps you to find out the similarity in buying pattern of the customer, right? So we have seen two types of machine learning techniques. The first one is supervised machine learning techniques and the second one is unsupervised machine learning techniques. Another example of unsupervised machine learning technique is whenever you are going online and trying to buy products, either Flipkart or Amazon, they will show you multiple options. Okay, customers who bought this product, they have also bought these products. So how Amazon or Flipkart, they can show you this kind of message? Nothing. They have inbuilt unsupervised machine learning algorithms in their website. So they capture all the data of the consumer, where they are clicking, what they are buying, at what rate and at what discount offer they are buying. And once your transaction is done online, they store the data of your transaction in their data warehousing software, and from that data warehousing software, algorithm can work on training data set first, and then algorithm can work on testing data set. So companies like Walmart, Amazon, Flipkart, they generate crores of data in a minute. Millions of transactions per minute happens in Amazon and Walmart, but using certain algorithms they can identify the pattern and they can optimize their sales by offering a bundle of products. And the third kind of machine learning algorithm is reinforcement learning. So now what is reinforcement learning? What next best offer we can put in the market? What next best offer we can put in the market is known as reinforcement learning, because we want to reinforce next time. Okay, for example, makemytrip.com and cleartrip.com. So whenever we book our airline tickets on this portal, it gives us the shortest route and it gives us the offer which has the lowest price of travel. Similarly, in hotel industry, if you want to buy hotels on OYO portal, what you will get? Short data from cheapest hotel to the costly hotel. So this kind of machine learning algorithms are available with OYO website and any other hotel booking companies who are e-hoteler. I will call them e-hoteler, because they are able to give you the best possible cheapest offer, the best quality of hotel. So from lowest hotel fare to the highest hotel fare, data can be obtained online on their portal. So how does it works? The cheapest airline facility, the cheapest airline and the costliest airline, this kind of data is available to you. So behind that kind of filtering online, machine learning algorithms are working, and those algorithms are known popularly as reinforcement learning. So I would like to conclude my session by telling you what is machine learning. Machine learning is nothing but your machine has the ability to learn on its own, and it has an ability to improve its learning. So next time whenever we use machine, whenever we use websites, it will give you a better results. So that's why we can say that machine learning algorithms, they have the ability to learn on its own and they can improve their learning on it. And the best machine learning, supervised machine learning algorithms are logistic regression, decision making and random forest, and they are widely used in banking and insurance industry. And unsupervised learning means we are trying to find out the underlying pattern of the data. So it is widely used by e-marketer, and in marketing field, if we want to do the segmentation, then k-means clustering is the best unsupervised machine learning algorithm. That's what we can say that. And reinforcement learning means we can create the best next offer for our consumer who are coming online and buying from us. So hotel industry, tourism industry, and aviation sector, they are widely using this kind of reinforcement learning. So this is what about the basics of machine learning, and in next session we would be seeing coding in R software also. Thank you, thanks a lot to all of you.